All right, boys and girls, last week we did a realism apple. It should look like this. You should have a background and a table. Your apple was made with colored pencils. You should have a little light source. The light goes here. It makes a little shadow on the other side. Okay. So this week we're going to do the impressionism apple. The best tool to use are oil pastels. A lot of you don't have oil pastels, so crayons would be your next best thing. And if you don't have crayons, you can use colored pencils. What I would do is if you still have this one, trace it. Go to the window, trace it so you have, an apple that looks very, very similar. If you don't, just, make a new one. You're going to use the same colors that you did here on the apple. If you use red, you're going to keep a red apple. If you did green, you're going to do a green apple. Whatever the background is, it's going to be the same. The point of this project is to do the exact same picture 6 different ways. Each week, we do a different style, so you can put them side by side and see how they change depending upon what the style calls for. So this is your realism one, and now we're going to the impressionism one. And since we're using red, the impressionism's artist would put the paint onto the canvas in these little strokes like this. Okay, so you're just going to fill up your apple with kind of heavy, dark little lines. It's not like, going crazy like this. Okay, and the same color. You use blue in the background. You'll also use blue for this one. Little lines. You'll fill that up. And then for the table, you would use brown. You can also mix 2 colors very similar. That looks good too. You would fill that up. Little green leaf. Okay, brown for the stem. And also, if the light source was here, you're going to have the light source in the same kind of a spot. Okay. In the middle of your apple is a little bit lighter, so if you had oil pastels, you can use white and sort of lighten it up a bit if you have those tools. If you don't worry about it. And then you'll go around. Okay. When you're done with this, you have to attach it onto the Google Classroom and turn it in. Please don't send it to me in email because I have about 3,000 emails and they're going to get lost. So if you have it in Google Classroom, that's your best bet. So you would just fill this up. Look at the example that is listed in the Google Classroom because there's one that's completely done. And that's it. And then next week we'll be moving on to apple number 3, which would be cubism. Okay, guys, good luck.